Hello, everybody!
Hello,
And
everybody.
as you can see today, we are the three witches back. We have guest Drew tonight, and we have beautiful Kathy.
And beautiful Laura.
Yeah, and how is everybody today?
I'm great.
I'm just trying to fix my camera, ladies. 2 wee minutes. Thank you. I'm fine though.
It's nice to hear your voice,
I
and it.
know. We missed you, Drew.
I'm issues, guys. Today I'm just having a little bit of technical problems right now. Give me a second to sign in to Google, and then I'll be straight with you.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
sis.
mute just now, guys. Okay, just give me a second. I don't want to interrupt you. Right, 2 wee seconds, and I'll sign in quickly.
Okay, sis. Um, Hey, we better say hey to everybody in chat. Uh, hey to Mystical Love and Light and Dobby, um, uh, and me. Yeah. um, uh, Hello, everybody, and this Kathy is beautiful sisters, and our beautiful little red is here in chat. Nice. Nice to see all the girls! Way! Girl
Hello,
power!
everyone.
Oh, and it's been a long time since you and Drew has talked. I know she's fixing her tech.
Yeah.
The, yeah. But it's been a while since uh um you talked. So
Yes, and I miss her so much. I do.
uh
Hello,
I
little red.
I put like before I put up so Kathy can follow what's written in chat. Uh, Dobby asked you, um, Kathy, how are you?
I'm good, Dobby. How are you, sweetheart?
uh,
Sorry,
and
I'm
little
just
red,
kind of eating, guys. I'm so sorry about that.
you just got home from work, so of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying not to be rude. I'm sorry.
Okay, little red. I'm sitting at my son's football prac- uh, practice board. Well, we will try to entertain you, hon.
Absolutely.
And Dobby, she's answering you, I'm okay, and thank you, Kathy, miss you. And
No, I
here,
miss you too, sweetheart.
and there's
Drew
Drew
again.
again!
Yay, Drew!
Yay!
I don't know what I've done. Oh, that's me. Okay.
Yeah, that's you. I just
How come you
removed the other.
can't
Put.
see me?
We can
I
see you.
can see you.
We can see you.
Okay. I can't see myself then.
Well, we can see you. That's enough.
Oh, yeah.
Because we get a beautiful smile from a beautiful woman, our
So how
beautiful
are you
sis.
all, ladies?
I'm pretty good. How are you, honey?
I'm good,
Yeah.
Kathy. Thank you.
And in
Sorry,
I am
I'm
honor,
few
so
months
sorry it
away.
took me so long to come on there. I don't know what I did wrong.
I don't know,
Am
we
I
miss you so
echoing?
much.
no,
No?
We
Good,
miss you
good.
so much, Drew.
Oh, I miss you guys too. It's really what I miss is the communionship, that we had between us, like the I don't know, the camaraderie. That's what you
Yeah,
call it, isn't it?
absolutely. Oh, what was that?
that was
It
for
was
you.
brilliant. Well, I better hide my t-shirt. It says a lot of swear words.
Aw. Thank you, Mystical Love. Love and light.
Yeah, if you're hungry, Kathy, sis, you eat. Me and my
Aw,
moral talk till you eat your
okay.
din dins. Are you
Aw.
just home from your work,
Yeah,
sis? Yeah, you
yeah.
eat your dinner then.
Okay.
So,
I'm
Amora,
just
we
getting
had
a
a
little
lovely
present.
meeting, didn't we? We're making a
Yeah,
great connection on our coven.
yeah, exactly. And can you tell Kathy a little bit about our coven, or the coven idea that you had
Yeah,
created?
definitely. What it is it's a place. As you know, guys, we've been on the witchy path for a long time. So we wanted a place where we all can meet and share ideas, share what path we're on, without having to worry about cameras, worry about wording and things. Somewhere we can just all relax, be sisters together, get to know each other, share a little bit of information that maybe help each other. A relaxed place just to be witches and sisters.
Hmm. I think
I
it's
think
awesome.
it's
That's a
working out
great
really
idea.
good.
Hmm.
And
I really want to
Mhm.
join it. I really do.
Yeah.
and
But that's
I
what I was telling everybody last week, or in fact, I think it was the first week we started, that if
Mhm.
anybody wants to join, we'll make decisions as a sisterhood. We could come to, if you wanted to join, for example, and you were at work at the time we go live to get everybody in, then we can definitely compromise on time. What we'll do is we'll
Mhm.
have like a meeting between all us sisters. We'll come to a mutual time that suits everybody. It's just that right
Mhm.
now it's working out to be a Wednesday, 10 p.m. UK time. But we can change it if we can work it out, the timing, you know?
Oh, thank you, Dobby. I really want to do it. I mean, when I'm at work, I work till about 7 at night, so I'm usually home by 7:30 my
Right,
time. And usually when we're on now, it's 8 o'clock. But oh, you guys
right.
got to come earlier because of this. That's right.
See, I don't mind staying up a little bit later. Here in the UK, I'm always up to about 2, 3 in the morning anyway. I'm sure
Hmm.
Dobie's roughly the same. It's just the other sisters that we've got, and it's Sue's. She's for
Yeah.
Scotland as well. She goes to her bed pretty early. But we could
Yeah.
compromise. I mean, we'll talk. If it's something you want to do, Kathy, we'll definitely get you
Yeah.
in.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to do that.
Yeah, we will, won't we, Dobie? Dobie's in chat. Hi, Sass. Hi, sisters. Miss Mystical's here as well.
if you see there's a lot of our sisters in there, and we have to
Well read.
we have to entertain. You didn't see that before, Drew, but we have to entertain Little Red also.
Yeah, little red. I just seen her there.
Oh, and as you
I
see,
must.
and you see, Kathy, Dobby also missed you.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
miss
a
you too,
lovely
Dobby.
place to just sit, relax, get to know each other. Everybody tell a little bit about what they know, share it,
Mhm.
then everybody shares back. It's an amazing community we've built up. It is, it's really good. And nobody's higher than the other. We all make
No.
decisions together.
Yeah.
And I think that one I also would suggest to come in if she wants was this beautiful lady, Little Red.
Yeah. Is she coming up to teach us?
She's in her car,
Oh,
a football practice with her son.
Her son,
all
yeah.
right. Okay. Oh, sister Kathy, I love the colour of your hair.
Yeah, it's
What's
blood
that?
red, right?
Wow. Have you
What,
ever seen that in a mirror behind?
what's what's that?
Your hair, have you ever seen it from behind? It's an
So,
amazing colour.
uh,
Have you seen your
yeah.
hair from behind
No,
in
I
a
haven't.
mirror? In
No,
a
I
mirror,
haven't.
it's
No.
it when you did this, Drew, right? You like I said before the show, you have blood red hair and
Oh,
it's
it's beautiful.
gorgeous. Up
Oh,
here
thank
is
you.
behind.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be there's this I'm gonna send you guys the pictures. I saw these pictures online. There's ones with orangey red. They look like flames in your hair. I want it so bad. It looks
Oh,
so
oh,
amazing. So I might do that.
yep, I say yes, go for it.
Yeah.
If I'm
I love
50 and I can have blue hair,
what's
then
that?
you can have blue red. If I'm 50
Yeah.
years of age and I can have blue hair, then you can have red.
Yes, absolutely. I want to see your yeah, see I like your color. That's a nice color. I love that.
It's
Yeah,
a teal colour.
Yeah, and it suits you. It definitely suits
exactly.
you.
Thank you, sis.
Absolutely. And of
We
course,
just need
Amora.
to talk more into dyeing her hair now.
Oh, thank
Uh,
you, Dobby.
what, Drew?
We have to talk you into dyeing your hair now.
I
Maybe
actually
purple.
tried to dye it blue, but because I'm by nature, oh, I don't like this real blonde. It
Right?
has a trouble uh, um, sticking.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I can
okay.
choose the black or red or normal color. But every time I try the colors I really like, I would like have completely blue hair. But
Oh.
Mhm.
it won't stick.
What's that? I have to dye mine's blonde first and then put the blue in,
Yeah, but
to be
because
honest.
I'm natural blonde, it's because I don't have many pigments. That's why.
Oh, right. I get it.
Yeah.
So I stick with wigs.
You wear wigs?
I got 3 or 4 wigs. Yeah,
Really? Oh, okay.
I got one.
Right,
There
so
is silver color.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to drop down on this one and get added on the computer, right? I'll be 2 seconds. I'll click this other link and I'm not echoing back in my own ear.
Okay, sis.
Like two
Okay,
seconds.
sis.
It's simply so nice that we are
I
three girls
know.
again.
I
It's
know. I love it. I love it. I missed
yeah,
it so much. I really did.
yeah, because like we talked about before, our energy. Uh, hey,
Oh, there we go.
uh,
Oh,
Are you
okay.
echoing in
hey,
mine ear?
I'm just flipping. Like right before when you went down and back up, me and Kathy, we were talking about we really miss this us 3 girls.
Yeah,
I
just
know.
I know. Great.
Absolutely.
It's not that we don't change, ladies, do we? I mean, we all stay true to ourselves, and we all like share. It's an amazing relationship we all have. I
Oh, yeah,
think
absolutely.
I think that if something annoys you and you talk it over, or if it's none of your business and you stay out it, then
Yeah.
anybody that has got that genuine friendship there will always survive no matter what happens. You
Mm-hmm.
know. And I just feel as if Parachills is an amazing place for everybody to come together. It's an
I
amazing
I agree.
opportunity, you know?
Exactly.
Yep.
We all agree on that. And
Yeah.
what I really like is this that this energy is still positive and lovely. And sorry, I'm not saying very much, but I'm sucking in the energy from my lioness and my Rue. It's I just had an hour with beautiful sisters, and now I have another hour with beautiful sisters again. And
Oh.
Wow.
Have you
hey,
ever said about you though,
Aw.
man? I don't
Oh.
know if a lot of people that will listen to this or watch this back really understands our relationship, Amora, to be honest with you. To let you
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
understand, when I first met Amora, we met in the Parachills chat, I think. Um, and we just clicked instantly, didn't we? I
yeah,
Yep.
found
exactly.
I found I was struggling with a lot of my and things, and Amora always came in to me and Dobie as well at a point where I was struggling to be myself, feel confident, feel my worth. And because you guys supported, and Kathy as well, you came into the mix as well. And obviously Danielle had a lot to do with it and Wyatt and things, because just let me see that there is something in me that I can share with a lot of people, whereas I don't always see it in myself. Much like a lot of people that watch this won't see it in themselves. But
Hmm.
I'm appreciative of the fact that Amora and Dobie let me see that I'm valuable in life and I have got something worthwhile listening to say, and I
Hmm.
appreciate that.
Oh, we all are very valued. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, we're all special. We're all amazing. You know what I mean? And I think that, like, when I came here with you guys, like, I mean, I've never been accepted so much in my life. Like, and I'm being serious, you know, like, and it continues. And I like that. You know, I really like you guys. I love talking with you guys, you know.
I was brought up
So,
in a household that never ever told each other that they loved each other. We never ever got
mhm,
hugged. We didn't really communicate on an emotional level, if you like. My mum and dad
yeah.
fought all the time, ripped hairs out each other, if you like, punched lumps at each other. So I was brought
Hmm.
up in a very guarded childhood, very guarded teenager as well. We didn't let a lot of people in. And then I stayed like that all through my 20s and things, very guarded, very quick to jump at people, like never ever was
Yeah.
relaxed talking to people. And then I watched a programme called The Housewives of, I think it was Beverly Hills one, or it was the Kardashians. And
Oh, I,
if you
yeah.
notice with American people, they talk to each other on like a mutual respect, such as if one of the sisters, talking about Kardashians, if one of the sisters were struggling, they didn't feel silly at telling their siblings that they were struggling, they were depressed, um, and that other sibling didn't have a problem with giving them a hug, telling them they were loved. And that was amazing to me. I was like, because I had never
Oh,
ever seen that before. Like that
hmm.
family support, like siblings openly showing each other that they loved them.
Hmm.
Mums and things openly showing their kids direction and telling them they're beautiful, each other telling each other they were beautiful. I was never brought up with that. So when I first watched the Kardashians, the Housewives of Beverly Hills and things, and this isn't that long ago, guys, this is within the last 6 years, I think. I was amazed at just how close families could be to support each other on that emotional level. I had never
Yeah.
had that before. Um,
But Drew, you know what? You got it here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And so when the internet came around and we all started to go live, and the support I feel for all these live streams, all these people that I've made a connection with, yous have all became my family, and that's the truth. I look to
Hmm.
you guys for support more than I do my own family, because in my
Hmm.
family, I'm the support, you know. So I
Yeah.
have to look for it somewhere else, and you guys are that for me.
Well, we are glad, and you are that for me as well, like Kathy, and
Hmm.
because even though you are the one who support, you also need support yourself,
Yep.
and both you and Kathy provide that,
Yeah,
like that Danielle and Wyatt also provide that. It's family don't need to be blood to be a
Nope.
yeah,
family.
exactly.
Nope. That's so
Is
true.
we talked about this many times, the three of us, that it's energy. You connect with the energy you need.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. When
Um,
we did the show at first, Amora, do you remember that we always said that the two just wasn't right? For all Amora and I are yin and yang. I
mhm.
bounce off Amora and Amora bounces off of me. It's like the two of us kind of have this connection. But we always brought people up and down on the screen with us, didn't we? And it wasn't
Mhm.
until we brought Kathy up that we realised that Kathy was that thing that was missing, wasn't it? And then the show just made sense after
Mhm.
that.
You
After
know,
Kathy joined us, we were like, that was it. We were happy.
yeah,
My face is
Drew.
going as red as my hair.
Oh,
Well, Drew, if you
Oh.
know, know that um your yours you and I are the yin and yang, but because it's yin yang, we needed our lioness. I
Yep.
call Kathy my lioness
Mhm.
to make it whole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's
I
like, you know
definitely
what it's
agree with
like?
that.
Um, what
Oh,
we are,
Oh yeah. Oh, cute.
the three amigos.
and yeah, mystical love and light. We did meet on Lady Grave Dancer's chat. You're right.
This one
Yes.
here. Can you see this term? Or
Oh,
this, wait, hold on.
that's
Hold
lovely.
on.
That tattoo.
I'm trying to show, there, you see that symbol?
That's the Unity
Wow.
one, isn't it? Unity.
That's the triquetra. That's us.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Hey, the the one you have on Drew Rock, your sign.
Uh-huh.
If you look at it, look at her wrist. Kathy, show your
Yeah,
wrist
it's
again.
much like the pentagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the connection.
yeah, for
So
Yeah.
sure.
yeah, check. Yeah, Kathy, you. Wow.
Yep, the
Oh,
triquetra
I
represents the
love
three.
you, girls.
Yep. Yep.
You know yourself, though, ladies. When a group of men get together, for example, they usually talk football and different things and keep a macho kind of stance with each other, if you like. It's
Yeah.
always a place one's got macho than the other, or one football team's got to slag the other football team. It's always on a macho level. Whereas when ladies get together, and especially if they're spiritual like us, we tend to go the opposite. We soften with each other. Have you noticed that? Ladies soften in other ladies' company, but whereas
Yeah.
men go the opposite. And that's why I think a lot of the time when we're trying to find that other partner, if you like, in life, you can get
Hmm.
confused with your lady friends because we do love each other on a really, really deep emotional level, and I
Yeah.
think that's where a lot of people can get misunderstood with a lot of their sexuality and different things like that. But we won't get into that. But my point being is like I love the fact that when you're around ladies, you can lower your guard. You can go through the problems that we're maybe having emotionally and things that we wouldn't be able to do with our partners, or we're close friends in our area, that type of thing. I think it's great that we've got
Hmm.
this spiritual place we can all meet. Plus, if you think about it as well, if we all lived the daily lives in the same town with each other, just staying around the corner from each other, for example, our relationship and things would probably go to a sourer level because we would see each other's daily life more prominent. We would give each other our problems all the time, and that would become burdening for us.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
I feel that having these online groups, these online connections, such as the Coven, such as here on Parachills, it gives us a place that we can just connect to each other on
Mm.
an emotional level, show support, get to know each other deeply, but without all those little problems that come in every day, like financial problems, relationship problems, and it can become
Daily
burdening
life.
as a friend. Yeah, and I think it's brilliant. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Ru, the men do it too, but they do it on their level, on their energy, on
Yeah.
their frequency, where we do it on our energy, on our frequency.
Sure.
Like the old saying, men are from Mars and girls are from Venus. Um, but we both, we both need each other, but we also need breaks from each other.
Mhm.
It's
Yep.
Yeah, I get it. Mhm. For example, yesterday, right? In fact, was it yesterday, Amora? It was the night before. It was the. This is
oh, thank you,
Monday night.
Mystic. Thank you, thank you. Oh, she's
Thank
so
you,
sweet.
mystical. Example for Monday night. Me and Amora kept trying to talk to each other all day, and things kept happening. We just did not get
Mhm.
a conversation. And then yesterday, the same kind of happened. And Amora, and then after dinner, I said to Amora, "Okay, Amora, everybody's settled. Let's jump on. We'll have a talk." And Amora said, "No, Drew, I think we'll I'll just go chill out with your family." And I'm thinking, right, okay, you've had a busy day. Go chill out with your family. We'll talk tomorrow. And do you know something? See if Amora hadn't did that, I wouldn't have had a conversation with my partner that I really needed to have. I wouldn't have had time to do something with Liam that I really had been putting off. So today, yet again, I had to say to Amora, you tuned into my energy again and knew
You
that I need.
needed it.
Oh, I swear you've got a spy camera in my house.
No, no. Well,
It's just amazing that
that
connection.
that's yeah. But I also have that with Cassie. But um, when you sense that someone needed in one way and someone needed it in another way, I have the same connection with Kathy. Kathy don't need it in the same way like you do, and vice versa. But I sometimes feel maybe I haven't I don't mentioned her as much as I have mentioned you. But when I finally when I not finally when I mention Kathy, I know it's important. I know she needs it now
Right,
somehow, and maybe there is a week or where I don't. But when I do, I know it's important, and I just, when I feel in my stomach, I need to do it
right,
now, then I
right.
do it.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
they can take that information and use it when they need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do really feel as if you've got a connection to people and more. I honestly do. And it's not just a connection that you can say, oh, I know that person. You really do know people, especially like say myself, Kathy and things, where we do spend a bit of time talking and we kind of have over the last couple of years got to know each other's family situations and things. I really do feel that you've tuned in to my inner emotions and more of my home, not just of me as a person, but of the dynamics of the way I live and the way my family gets run, if you like. And I
Mm,
appreciate that. So I wanted to tell you that because not a lot of friends are patient to have. You know yourself, Amora and Dobie. Sometimes I can promise you I'll call you at 8 o'clock and it just won't happen. That's because of different things that go on in my daily life. And I need
Yeah.
friends like that that can say, okay, Drew, that's fine, we'll talk tomorrow, without
mm.
taking a real big huff about it and saying, I demand my time with you as a friend, you know. So I appreciate that, Amora. I do. I really appreciate the fact that you can tune in to my energy and know that right now is just not that time for a phone call, you know. Same with you,
Well,
Dobie.
um, I know Kathy can do the same because Kathy also have that patience. It's all about patience. It's all about say instead of getting many people get annoyed and angry and say, like you said, I demand that. Don't
Yeah,
ever demand that
yeah,
because
No.
you, like I said many times, I can be there when I can,
yeah,
and you need to say the same. I can be there when I can.
yeah,
Yeah.
Don't put up your own energy. Don't put out your own energy if it hurts you,
right,
because
hmm,
then it won't help. But if
right,
you put out your own energy to help, and it helps people, and you remember to
yeah,
put something energy into yourself also, that's important.
sure is,
So
sure
patience.
is. Hmm.
I do that sometimes when I said, okay, I will type you tomorrow, or I will ring you tomorrow, or and something just happened and you seem to say, oh, I
That's
thought,
true,
oh,
mystical loving light. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. She's saying, I just remember, uh, never put off your partner because your partner is part of you.
uh,
So that's
this one,
true.
yes, this one.
See, my partner's got the William Willie. His name is Willie, but his name's William for all the foreigners that can't say Willie. He's the
Wooly.
most patient and partner, and he's one of these the people that if he goes out and he'll maybe like work, for example, a day's one, he'll come in and he'll give you that, and he'll say, "Buy me 4 beers or something," or I'll say, "Right, I have to go talk to such and such. You'll need to wait and speak to me later," and he's okay with that. Whereas a
Mm,
lot of partners, especially ones I've had in the past, they would not put up with that whatsoever, you know. They would
Mm,
just, nope, I demand my time with you now, you know. And I appreciate that, the fact that William can do that with me, because he knows that he's my life, he's my core, he's my family, is everything to me. But also, for especially now in my older years, my friends are really important to me. They're important to me for my spiritual growth, which means
yeah,
that it's important for my family household as well. What is it they say? A
yeah.
happy mum. What is it? Happy mum,
Oh,
happy kids, or something. Happy
I
wife,
don't know.
happy life.
I don't know the
Yeah.
American
Happy
term.
wife, happy
Maybe
life.
Kathy can
Happy,
say it.
happy wife, happy life.
That's it.
Ah, that was what I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
So Wally goes through that, goes down that road. That's okay, Andrina. You go spend time with your friends, because he knows I'm
yeah.
gonna be better for it, you know?
So
Oh,
his
you.
name is William.
William,
Uh,
yes, you call him Wally.
William.
Wullie is his nickname, but it's William, yeah.
that's
William.
okay.
He
Yeah.
was named after a very awesome Scottish person. Yeah, he has the best name.
Mm.
William
There's a
Wallace.
lot of William. There's a lot of Williams in my family.
Yeah,
Williams or Alex.
Dobby
yeah.
writes it here. The nickname. Willie is a good guy.
Oh, he
I love.
does.
Yeah,
He loves
that's how.
it.
That's how she spells the
Well,
nickname.
see, Dobby's Scottish as well. Even though she stays in England, she is Scottish, so she does understand a lot of our Scottish words a lot better. Mystical love and light, that's because you're not putting him off. You're actually talk to him and explain things, and he was nice enough to accept it. He's always like that. He's got amazing patience, honestly. But that's my point, is the fact that you need that in life. You need people to come and go with you. You need people to understand that you're important to me, but right now somebody else is important. It doesn't
Hmm.
mean I don't love you any less, you know. And that's that. I appreciate that kind of attitude.
Yeah, it's like when I'm looking forward to this hour on for me it's the night between Wednesday and Thursday, so actually it's Thursday for me because it's the middle of the night.
All
But
right.
I'm since I'm a night person, I'm looking forward to see my lioness, my beautiful Kathy, and what we talk about, and then when guests come on and you come on again, uh, Drew, it fills up
Yeah,
love.
yeah. It
It
fills up
gives,
your love bucket.
and then like Kathy, she comes on and she dyes. We have just talked about it. She dyes her hair my favorite color, blood red.
See, Kathy suits that. Not a lot of people would suit that vibrant red. I think Kathy suits that, and
Yeah,
not. And I don't think I would suit it. I couldn't have like red hair or anything. But I
not
think
that red.
the perfect face shape and everything for that color.
She's gorgeous with that, and she,
Oh
and
my
the
God,
way,
that's
look,
making me blush.
You do though.
you look gorgeous because you have that red blood color line hair, and then you have the way your glasses how should I put it
Your features.
form you with your face.
Your
you
features.
it's yeah, I agree with Rue, you're gorgeous.
Yeah, for
Oh my
sure.
God, you guys are. Oh, my face is going red right now.
But it's also the same as you, though, Amora. I mean, a lot of the time, it's all to do with your personal choice and things, what you like. I mean, as I said to you earlier when I was on my live, I was playing about with my eyebrows earlier because I hate my eyebrows. So I was playing about with some of the dyes that you get, some of the pencils and things.
Hmm.
So I did go a little bit crazy, guys. You must see it. But
Well, you
that's
look
the point,
gorgeous.
is I'm always looking for something to improve myself.
Mhm.
And I shouldn't
But
do that
you know
all.
what? You know what, ladies? Okay, like I mean, you guys say like I'm beautiful, but you know what? So are you guys. You guys are beautiful inside and out. You know what I mean? And I mean, to be honest, like when I started, with you guys, it was just like I'd never, had people who cared about me this much. Like I have, don't get me wrong, I have friends who love me like, you know, so much, but like, I mean, so much respect. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
usually, people will sit there and they joke with you and they kind of get a little too far with the joking. But
Mhm.
like with you guys are total like respect and everything. And that's why I love talking to you guys. Like, truly, I do. Because, like, I mean, you guys are just like freaking amazing. And I'm not just saying that because of what you said, but I mean, this is what I truly feel. You guys are amazing. You're beautiful people. And I am so glad that I met you guys. I really am.
We feel the same
We
about you,
we feel
Kathy,
this. Yeah,
honestly.
we feel the
Hmm.
same. What? I'm falling asleep, guys.
Oh, good
Early
night,
start in the
Toby,
morning.
sis.
Good night, all. Love night. Well, um,
Good night,
and
Dobby.
and Mystical says good night too. Uh, well, Dobby, you better get a nice good sleep. I had
We
to
were
say
going to
goodnight
have
to Dobby. But
practicing our
Kathy, yes,
sparkle.
I completely get that what you mean because it's like when I found you, you respect me for me, not
Mhm,
for what you want me to be, and that's one of my big issues with people that they want, not now, but it has have been that people wanted me to be in a certain way so they would feel good. But
Mm,
mhm.
I said, okay, no, I also need to feel good. I don't have to just adjust to my surrounding for their sake, but I
Oh,
also and
exactly.
you pulled that, how should I say, ancient part of me out again and say, hey, it's okay. What the heck did
Mhm,
your mom tell you all your life? Be yourself. What did you
mhm.
promise her when she died? Be yourself. And
Yeah,
it popped out again
yeah.
see, that's
because
how
of you
we're yin and
girls.
yang again then, because my mum always told me to be quiet, don't do the things you want, stay a certain way. So that shows you how different we are again, especially I
Hmm.
was always told not to be myself, to be a certain, never to be spoke. Children should be
Mhm,
seen and not heard, all that kind of attitude. So that shows you just
Well,
how good we connect again.
kids should be heard, and because they are the next generation, they are
mhm.
the one who says so. Even it doesn't matter your age. If an idea comes to how to improve things, or it doesn't matter the age, because a
Yeah.
3-year old can have have a super great idea as much as one who's 50.
Hmm.
You know,
Mhm.
if the like you Drew, you're 50, and if your grandson has an idea, it's not the age, it's
Yeah,
simply it's the idea that needs to grow.
yeah,
And yes, Mystic is right. um when you treat someone the way you want to be treated, that's true friendship, that's true.
yeah. It
Mhm.
is. Hmm. I totally agree with that. I was all when we were kids. We were always told, especially if we went into my grandparents' house or something, we were told to sit down, stay in the corner, and just be quiet. So we kind
Mhm.
of went to anybody's house we went into, which wasn't often. And a Saturday we would go to my grandparents' house. But anyway, we were ever took or anything, even to supermarkets and things, if you looked at somebody, my mum would say, "Don't look at that person. Just keep your head down, and don't make eye contact." So you kind of get brought up with no knowing what you were allowed to say, what you're allowed to do, were you allowed to communicate with people at all? So I grew up in a kind of confused state. So I think that's why a lot of the time it's took me this long. I mean, I found my spirituality at 43 and I'm now 50. So it shows you how long it took me to actually find out who I am, because I was
Yeah.
always told not to speak. Don't give your
were,
opinion. Stay quiet.
were you the same, were you brought up the same way, Kathy, since you said yeah, were you brought up
Yeah.
the same way?
Pretty much. Whenever we would go, my dad was Irish, right? So
Hmm?
in his thing, like You just had to be a certain way, and I don't think it's all. I don't. I just typed Irish. That's not what I meant. Like it's he was just the type of person where you never misbehaved, and if you did, watch out. You know what I mean? Like kids should be seen and not heard. That's what my dad had.
And
Okay.
all my grandparents' houses and my aunties and uncles' houses were the same. So anywhere we weren't allowed to be ourselves or anything, or be
Yeah.
kids.
Yep.
Well, um, that's a bit, how should I put it, foreign for me because I was brought up with be yourself, never have that nod of feeling stomach. Uh, you have to. My mom, she was the opposite of your parents apparently because she always told me, "What do you feel? It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be filled with joy." And if she sensed that I was, like kids are sad or felt I had to be quiet, yes, I learned to behave certain ways, but that was for society, not for me.
Right.
When we were home, my mother was, if she sensed that something was bothering me and I wouldn't talk because I'm overthinking, she sensed that I was overthinking too much. She would look at me like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you thinking? How are you?"
Oh. See,
and
that's
and
what
I
we're
would
supposed
start laughing, and I would get comfortable telling her how I felt, and if she could, if that doesn't help, she said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she called me in, and imagine you being teenager and you seeing your mom jumping in the bed, literally jumping in the bed,
I
and
would love that.
Yeah, me
and
too.
and she looks at me and said, "Hey, come join the fun." Uh,
My
and you're
mum
a
would say,
teenager. "What are you doing, mom?" That's not cool. And she said, "Who says I want to be cool all the time?" And she pulled me in and got
"Oh,
got
that
me
would be so
to
sweet."
get it out instead, so I could learn control, so I didn't put out all that I felt because
Yeah.
Maybe
some of
that's why we look to you then, Amora, because you've had that upbringing, whereas Kathy and I haven't. So maybe that's why you are an amazing friend and sister for us, because you've
Hmm.
been brought up with a loving background that we didn't have. So you can share that with us.
I never thought of it that way.
Hmm.
I,
You've
I
been
was
brought up with
always
a child.
told that I was weird or you cannot say that out in
Oh
society.
my God.
I was always put down. Hey, don't do that. Well, that's how I
You know
was
what,
brought up.
Amora? You
Mm.
point me to the person that said you're weird because I will slap
Mm-hmm.
them into next week. Let me tell you. Mm-mm. Nobody's going to say that about you. No
Well,
one.
it was because the way that when you live in a society where they stick their head in the sand, it's where they are not like Americans where you're very big, large, where
Mm.
we are used to, you know, out in society, but we help each other and we are happy, but it's very confusing. And when you grow up with
Mm.
certain things, actually, I would say a very mystical country, very old country, very Celtic country, very skeptic country, very confusing. um, but you you grow up with that you are being looked at like this.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And body language for someone like me, when I feel their feelings, can be very hard because they, ah, why am I weird? I'm doing something wrong. And some said it to me.
Mm-hmm. It's bad.
But I learned to put it out. I learned to, like we talked about, find myself and
Uh-huh.
do,
Yeah.
yes, and do what's necessary. but I'm still this today. There are still things that I have to overcome, like everybody else, that I have to, like you said before, through daily life,
Sure.
and that's
Everybody has that. So were you
yeah.
was your mum brought up in a house then, Amora, that was maybe a little, because I tend to have went the opposite with my kids. We were kind of repressed from talking or being ourselves. So I've went the opposite with my lot. I've let them be themselves, let them have an opinion, and if their opinion is wrong or harming to somebody else, I explain that to them. I don't just tell them to shut up and don't be silly. I explain things to my family, my kids, and that. So, do you think maybe your mother was brought up in a a, a background much like mine's then? So she wanted to bring you up the opposite,
Actually, no. My mom was brought up by her grandma, my great grandma.
right?
She went to live with her when she was 2 years old because my grandma, her mother, was sick and an alcoholic,
Mm,
and found men that beat her.
oof. I know that.
Uh,
Okay.
I know that one. Yeah.
and so my great grandma, her grandma, took care of her.
Right.
She at that time there were not the society that we have there with the government and all that.
Uh-huh.
So she was the grandma and the mother at the same time for her granddaughter.
Right.
But my great grandma, her grandma, was the same. She was um, very stubborn, very firm, very independent
Right.
woman.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, has always been. So
Right.
so she was, like I explained last show, she was very, how should I put, yes,
Hard
independent is
faith.
the but very, very, yeah. She was very independent for
Mm-hmm.
a woman born in the 1800s.
Right. Very independent.
Yeah. She kept, my great grandma, she had three jobs, and she took care of her granddaughter.
Right. See, I've
So
had my own house for I was what 17 years of age. I've had my own home. I've had to run my own household, and I think that is why I managed to break away for that attitude. Because I think if I had and I moved away, I totally moved towns away from my mum and dad and everybody. I totally broke my life away. It wasn't until I
mm,
was 30 I came back here. But I think if I hadn't took myself out of Les Mahego and did things my way with my kids, I would have probably fell into that routine my mum had and things like being like that. I didn't want to do that with my kids, but sometimes I had to stop myself fae doing it because I didn't want to be like my mum. So I think if I hadn't moved away, I would have probably been the same.
yeah, probably. I actually I just found out why why me and Mystic we think alike. Um, my mother used to say to me I was going too far
Go far.
in life because nothing is ever going to hold me down. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
That's
it's
didn't have
awesome.
that.
yeah,
That's amazing to have that, guys. I've done that with my kids. You give
yeah. I've
them
seen that.
the power. You give them the power to know they've got it in them to go do good. You don't
Yeah.
stuff that in them and tell them you'll never be nothing. Just go do this and stay in your corner. You know?
No,
Yeah.
never do that. Like, have you seen Kathy? She put it up. Her son. She do the same with her son.
Right.
It, he,
Hmm.
Yeah. I
he's
think they've
all
had that
Kathy. Your son
background.
is awesome.
Yeah, he's a good kid. I was just gonna say, like, he just finished college.
Oh,
So, and he like is the first in our family to actually go and like go right through college and graduate. And he's,
wow.
yeah, he's amazing. My
Yes.
kid, if he wants something, he's gonna get it. You
That's
know,
good.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
And
and
that's
he's
the
yeah,
good
good
with
good
music.
parenting then, pushing them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like
I have
I
heard her
remember.
son.
Yeah, there was this one time he actually said that he was going to quit school, and I said, "No, you're not." I said, "You're not going to quit. You've come way too far." I said, "You're going to keep going." And
Right.
he said to me, he goes, "Yeah, he goes, I'm glad I kept going." It's like, yeah, I knew you were going to quit because I wouldn't have let you quit. I would have been like, I told him, like, I mean, if he quit, there was nothing I could do only because I'm here and he's in London, Ontario. But I said to him, I don't want you to quit school. And I kept on him. I kept on him. I said, you can't quit. You can't, don't do that.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, no, you got to keep going. And he did. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
I
very
couldn't
proud
wait
of
to
him.
leave school. I really, really regret not sticking in at school. I left school, I think it was at 12 years of age. I kind of didn't go back. And I do regret it. It's one of my biggest regrets in life, actually, is not finishing my schooling.
I had the best school uh, in life. I have never needed. I had never seen. Yes, it's a good idea to have paper, but for me, for what I needed, it was not a piece of paper. My school was life itself.
Hmm. Hmm.
But but the joy that kids get today, like your son, Kathy, the joy they get with they see I did this myself, and they
Yeah.
get that diploma. It gives more than you realize,
Hmm.
Yeah.
because that's what this generation need. Uh, we
Hmm.
are actually Generation X, all of us.
Hmm.
So we had life before technology to be our teacher, and today they have technology. They will have that um, privilege of having that piece of paper. I did this.
Yep.
So
Yep.
And you
yeah.
see, that ladies, the 80s were the best. When we were teenagers, maybe not so much the young ones that's just pushing 40, but when the 80s, I was a teenager in the 80s, and it was the best time ever. That's when all the luminous clothes and things first came out, and you could spike your hair up and things. It was like, yes, a bit of
Yeah.
rebellion.
Pump up the
Hmm.
jam.
This beat is technotronic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good freedom in the 80s, I think. After the craziness of the 60s and 70s, the 80s, just everybody let their hair down.
Oh yeah, these boots are made for walking.
The only
Oh,
thing that was too far was Barbie Girl. Okay, I'll just put that out there right now. The Barbie Girl song was just too far.
well, uh, actually, Aqua is Danish. So yeah,
Yeah, they're brilliant. I love Aqua. I still listen to them just now. I like them.
I was more a mix between pop and emo and tech.
Right.
I was heavy metal, 70s rock, 60s rock, and 80s.
Okay.
Through a punk
So
stage, pop stage. Yeah, a punk stage and a pop stage, and then I had to have my kids.
well, I liked it all because I also my mom was from the 60s, so she was born in 56. So um, she was a 60 child. So in our home there were. Why am I on double sound? Okay. Um, but in our household it was 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s
Right.
because
Oh,
I grew up in a house of music.
uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah, me too.
yeah, the best is when you come home and the whole house is full of music and you see your mom standing in the living room dancing, holding her bad knee, but She did it.
Oh, but boogie at the same time.
Yeah. So.
See, I think if you grow up in a household that can have fun, have their serious times and have the serious talks and things,
Mm.
but generally have fun with your kids. Don't always make it about guidance and rules and following this and following that. Make sure you get a good education. I think if you give your kids a little bit of your youth, like the way, like the kid in you, if you like, then they connect to you a lot better and they get to know you not only as mum, but as that
Mm.
little teenager that you were as well, you know. I feel like a connection to Liam because I have let my hair down with them and I have tried to play along with them with the games and be funny and I think that's
Mm.
important for bringing your kids up. You've got to show them that softer side to you as well and the playful
Can you
side.
two girls talk a bit for the oh, sorry. I have to pee
Go on
now.
you go. If you've got to go, you've got to go. That's what I say. We'll say hello to everybody.
Exactly. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Exactly. We can't. You can only hold what is in your hand.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mystical Loving Light says, I only just now got the notification you were live. Oh my goodness, sis, that was hours ago. Yeah, she's going to go check the lilies. That's a good one, Mystical. I love that. You gotta go check the lilies.
I'm
Oh, goodness.
decorating my house for Halloween now, eh?
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
All the stuff, and the stuff is still not in our shops. There's a couple of shops that's got the Halloween decorations and things in it, but not a lot of them. I think they usually wait to the last couple of weeks and then they do it.
Yeah. I
But
we
it's
we have a oh sorry. We have a Dollarama and it has like a lot of good stuff in it and I've been buying stuff and decorating. I have this one pumpkin coming and I'm going to and it like talks and stuff like that. So
oh,
I'm so
brilliant.
excited about getting it.
Well, you need to
Mm.
show us.
Oh yeah,
You notice
absolutely.
that a lot of people are putting up Halloween trees. Have you noticed that?
I have one.
Have you got one? I was thinking
Mhm.
about getting one.
Yeah,
A
you
Halloween
should.
tree?
Be a
Yeah.
Halloween tree.
It's like
Explain.
the opposite of a Christmas tree. They have
The one I
decorations for them.
Yeah, the one I seen had little pumpkins hanging from it, little ghosts, like
Yeah.
loads of different things. Just much like the Christmas tree, but it's all Halloween stuff. I thought it was pretty. It's a big orange thing, but I'm going to get one.
I love it. Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
It was just when you said a Halloween tree, I thought of an orange tree because it has the same color.
Well, that's what it was. It was an orange one. Yeah, I thought it was beautiful. I thought you
Yeah.
could actually get away with keeping that up at Christmas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're
That
right.
on top. Stick a Santa on the top of it, and there you go.
And what is it called? What do you do with Christmas? What are they called? The one you stick in orange so it smells good. What do you call that in English?
Oh,
Um,
Incense? No.
no, when you have an orange and you put those little black
oh,
uh
the olives.
Oh,
um
I know what those are. Yeah.
I mean,
what
it's
I
what's
forget
on
the name of the stuff, but
the
I
smell.
remember the smell.
Mm-hmm.
you can use them at Halloween and at Christmas because
Yeah, why not?
it has the same color.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought. With the orange tree, you just need to put a Santa on the top of it,
Yeah.
or an angel.
She's going to check what? L L
Check the
L
lilies when you were going to the toilet.
lilies. Oh, okay. I don't have lilies.
No, it's another word for going to the toilet without saying I need
Oh,
to use.
okay. okay. I thought of the flower. Is it- what? The
Oh.
pity potty. Oh, oh.
Crazy.
Try to think of the other one you used to say when you were going to the toilet and you didn't want to say I'm going to the toilet.
Uh,
Think what it
little
was. It was
house. The lady's house.
I'm going tinkle.
Yeah, tingle or pity potty or
I'm going to spend a penny. That's what it is.
Oh, there
I
you
never
go.
heard
Yep.
that.
I'm going to spend a penny, yeah. Where are you going? I'm just going to go spend a penny, and then everybody knows what you're going to do. Must be a Scottish thing.
Yes, that's true, Mystic. Oh, I love you, Mystic.
Brilliant.
Uh, well, let's end the show with that big smile that Mystic just gave us.
Yep.
Uh, uh, and I'm glad everybody was here tonight, both Little Red and Dobby and Mystic, and it was nice to have you again, Drew, and you are always welcome, and you know that. So,
It was a pleasure, girls.
Kathy, tonight you and Drew finish off.
Alrighty. Thank you everybody for coming or for watching our show. Um, thank you so much, Drew, for coming in. I hope you come in again. You are like amazing. I love you, Amora, and to everybody, blessed be.
Blessed be. Drew?
Blessed be.
And I will just say it's always a pleasure, sisters, coming up on the screen with you. And I promise I won't be a stranger. I will come back and see everybody every couple of weeks, once a month, whatever it takes. Because I love you as ladies to bits, and I love everybody in chat as well. And it's an amazing thing that we all do together, just having this friendship and this kindredship that we all have. It's an amazing thing, ladies, and I thank you for having the chance to always come and say hi.
Aw, thank you, honey. And on Wednesday, we're gonna do that Kevin thing. I can't wait.
We will have
I'm
a.
so
I'm going
excited.
to open up the Facebook group tomorrow. It will go private after I open it up, and we will all talk behind the scenes, and we'll come to a mutual time to get you in there, Kathy. Okay?
Okay,
You can,
absolutely.
Drew and Kathy, you can just mess MSN together and
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Blessed be everybody. Love you
Blessed
all.
be. Love you all.